Hello and welcome. If you're new here, my name is Victoria, and today I'm with my friends Allie and Kaitlin, and we're going to be talking about some hot takes in the wedding photography industry. I've been shooting weddings for about 3 years, and I'm going to let my friends introduce themselves now. You want to go first?
Sure. Hi, I'm Allie. I'm also based in Nashville, and I've been shooting weddings since 2020.
Amazing.
And I'm Kaitlin. I'm based in Nashville as well, and I've been in the wedding industry for a little over 10 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yes, I feel like I have a lot to learn from you guys.
Oh, well, we'll see. I feel like I have a lot to learn from the new people. It keeps you fresh.
Yeah.
It's hard too with all the trends. There's so many trends like to keep up with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
which is one of our topics today.
Yeah. Speaking of which.
Yeah. So yes, I feel like so many couples try to focus on like the trends instead of like the day. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I'm also really looking forward to this Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce wedding because whatever they do, that's going to be the trend for the next 3 to 5 years.
At least.
So true.
At least. Yeah.
Yes.
At the minimum. But I do agree that sometimes people take the trends a little too seriously.
Yes.
Like everybody wants those like really blurry, like
with like the crooked horizon line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because I feel like the trend right now, it used to be we really want clean, beautiful images, and now it's like we want this emotion and we want it to look like a still from a movie.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I'm like, you don't want all of them to look like that, but some people actually do, and they want them all to have like a green gray scale put over them, and I'm like,
they just don't age well.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, your grandchildren are going to look at this and they're going to be like, what?
Yeah.
Did you not have digital when you were? Because everybody's on the film thing.
Yes.
I feel like the coloring too, like sometimes you see the photo and you're like, oh, that looks so good, like on someone else. But then you see that on a photo of yourself and you're like, wait, like that doesn't look like an accurate representation of my day.
Yes.
100%. I think also, when you're looking at couples that have maybe mixed race couples that have different skin tones,
yes,
some lighting and some coloring looks really great on certain skin tones, but it kills and like the other skin and so it's like especially hot take for my mixed race couples, don't book a photographer that is going to make everything look really green.
Yes.
Really pink. Try to find a true to life, true to color photographer.
Yeah.
It'll work well for both of your skin tones.
Yeah. I feel like just in general, a true to life is just going to age the best. And like, I don't know, if it's like brown in 2 years, you're going to be like, why are my photos so brown?
Yeah.
And like yellow.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. And I think I've been, I started my career 10 years ago as a photo editor for a wedding photographer, and she was true to color. And so I've always shot true to color because that's just what I've been taught, what I'm used to, and what I think ages well.
Yes.
But then you're not on par with the trends.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. But which one's going to look better in 10 years?
Yeah. Oh, but I missed the whole like sepia. Everybody was doing like really warm stuff, and I was like, that's not me.
Yeah. I think we could also, like, in that same vein, talk about not content creators, but photographers who are developing presets and not developing them for all skin tones. Like if you're just developing them for white people, and then someone who is editing a photo of a mixed race couple, like that is not gonna turn out well.
Yeah. Hot take. Photographers don't buy presets. I did. I'm guilty. I've done it.
Oh yeah. Everybody does. Starting out.
When you're new, but I think you really find yourself artistically when you don't rely on someone else's preset.
Yeah.
No, that's true. I feel like I'm still trying to find my editing style. Honestly, it takes forever.
It changes too over time.
No, that is so true.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot more like dramatic. Like I bump up contrast a lot more than I used to be. Very like I want everything to look like Hasselblad film and like and still true to color, but it's very like desaturated. Not desaturated, but it's very flat looking. Sure. And now I'm like I want people to pop like, and it's not it's not always been that.
That's okay. That's how we grow, though.
Yeah.
Try different things. Okay, so I guess let's get into second shooter etiquette, because I don't know about you guys, but I've only worked with a second shooter twice, and both times, I don't know if I'm just a pushover, but they would stand in front of me, they would try to pose the couple, they would answer questions if someone's asking me a question. I'm just like, I don't want to like start drama in front of the couple, so I didn't say anything, but I'm just like, what is your guys' experience with second shooters? Because I feel like that's not normal for them to like stand in front of you. It's
hard to address stuff like that in the moment, like you said, because you don't want to make the day about you, but it's also like, I'm trying to do my job. I over the years have developed like a just sheet that I send second shooters that has like rules essentially. You got it. Now I'm like, if I can just shoot with Victoria, I will.
That would be amazing.
If I have to hire someone else, I'm like, oh God, I hope it's okay. But yeah, I just send them the rules ahead of time, and like I feel like you just have to like over explain things and treat them like they just have like absolutely no idea what they're doing, and then hope that they do have experience and that they're professional and that they're like gonna be fine.
Yeah, because if it's a stranger, you really don't know what you're gonna get.
Right.
I don't hire strangers.
That's probably
I only hire people that come recommended from people that I know. So like one of your friends is assisting me coming up, and I have a second shooter contract, and so because just like a regular wedding day with you and your clients, I want to make sure you're legally bound to be there.
Yeah.
Because this happened several years ago, but I had a second shooter bail on me 3 hours before a wedding.
Oh my gosh.
What was her excuse?
What
was her excuse?
Oh, it was nothing. Like I couldn't find a babysitter for and I'm like, I'm like, you've known about this for 8 weeks.
Right.
Like this is kind of crazy. But I send out a like, I don't really care. You don't have to be in all black, but like no bright colors. Your job is to not be where I am. I only hire people who mainly lead weddings, because when I have a second shooter, I don't even want them to be where I'm at. Like you need to go get cocktail hour. You need to go hang out with the guests, because I'm primarily shooting bride and groom.
Yeah.
And I need photos of the guests. So that's your job.
Yeah, and you have to trust them to do that.
Yeah.
I will say I'm a little bit of a control freak. I know there's some people that like will take their second shooters with them to shoot like getting ready with the girls, and then they'll or they won't do that, and they'll send a second shooter to take the guy's picture. I'm like, no, I'm gonna cover those things, but you get everything. But I don't know, do y'all still second shoot for other people?
I do.
Yeah.
We second shoot for each other.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I actually I think I have you coming up somewhere on something. If I don't, I have dates to discuss with you. But I think that having people who have led, that's the thing. I think second shooter jobs are great for people who are wanting to learn. But I feel like you need to learn from, how do I say this without sounding like an asshole?
You can be an asshole.
Don't learn from me, because I'm now starting to be priced in the luxury market. And so I don't want newbie second shooters.
No. Yeah. I mean, if your couples are paying for that, then they deserve the luxury that they're paying for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think speaking of like pricing too, the second shooter rates have not changed in like several years.
Okay.
Like,
wait, that is
second shooters are getting paid $50 an hour, which like, I don't know. What are y'all's thoughts on that?
I feel like it probably should be more.
I ask my second shooters. I don't have a set rate because some of my second shooters have been shooting for 20 years.
Yeah.
Some of them shooting for 3. I'm not going to pay those people the same.
Yeah.
But I ask people, I'm like, what do you want to be paid? If somebody says $60 an hour and they're worth more, I might pay them $60 an hour the first time. And then I'm going to look at them at the end and be like, don't ever charge that again. You need to be $75 to $100 an hour. And I have one second shooter that I did that with years ago, and I've used her several times, and she's like, you're the only reason that I charge $100 an hour now. And I'm like, well, you should be charging $100 an hour. But I think it's crazy. Here's a hot take. I have a wedding coming up. It's a destination wedding, and I didn't want to pay travel for the second shooter, so I looked for somebody local. This is the one person I have on my books that I have not met, and I'm terrified. We'll see. But she signed the contract. She seems really nice. But when I was looking for people, and this wedding's happening in Gatlinburg, so it's not like it's like happening like crazy, like in a beautiful like Tuscany or something. Sure. People were running there $150 to $200 an hour to second shoot.
Wow.
I think we have a Nashville problem because the market's so oversaturated here, and there's people that are like, I'll shoot your whole wedding as a lead for $850. Yeah, and so people are like, yeah, I'll second and not have to edit for $50 an hour, which sure, easy money, but I think it has gone up. Yeah. I just think it hasn't gone up here.
I think that's a good point about just the market in general too. Like, there are so many second shooters out there who have either been in the business for several years or maybe are just getting started, and they're like vulnerable and want the money, need the money, and so they're like, well, I don't want to charge, like, I don't want to tell her $75 or more than that if she's going to say, oh, that's too much, and then not give me the gig.
Wait, that's a good point.
I have absolutely turned somebody down that was like, I want $200 an hour. And I was like, if you can find somebody to pay you that, like 10 out of 10, great for you, girl. Yeah. It ain't me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a bit crazy. But like, speaking of pricing in general, I think wedding photography is expensive for a reason, because you're not just paying for like the 8 hours or 10 hours or whatever. It's like the years of experience and the gear and all the subscriptions we have to have now to run a business. It's there's just so much more that goes into it, and the editing time and the travel time, and it's just insane. So when people are looking for a photographer and they're like, I want someone who doesn't charge an arm and a leg, it's like, well, first of all, we don't want your body parts, we want your money.
We also don't know like how much that's worth.
Right.
On the black market.
But yeah, it's just kind of crazy.
Yeah. I want to get back to the pricing. I want to circle back to that. But while we're talking about second shooters, how do you feel about them using your images?
I feel like I don't mind as long as they credit that they're like second shooting. Actually, this was kind of crazy. I associate shot a wedding for a friend of mine, and then she like hired a second, and that second posted the photos acting like it was her wedding. And then I went to my friend and I was like, did you see that she posted these photos? And she was like, yeah, it's kind of annoying. But she didn't say anything. I was just kind of like, she didn't even like tag her or like anything, but she like tagged the couple. And it's just like, that's so weird. Like, that's not your, I don't know.
See, I'm not going to be confrontational on a wedding day, but like, I'm going to say something about that.
Like, text and be like, hey, can you like say that you were like second shooting?
If you're going to tag the couple, you should also tag the photographer.
Yeah.
Now, if you're just posting a pretty picture, I don't care. Like, if I very rare, I'm also horrible about posting on social media, but I don't care. Like, my seconds, I'm like, wait 2 weeks so that I can give them their preview and have at it. Like, I really don't mind. My big thing is like, if a second takes a photo and they try to sell it to a publication or sell it to a vendor, that's when I'm like, hey, that copyright comes into play.
Yeah.
But if they're just posting it, I don't even care to be tagged in it. But I know I'm weird. Like, I know I'm the oddball. Yeah. But it's their image. I did have a friend that one time as a second shooter, her image got used. on the cover of a magazine without her permission.
That's crazy.
And the lead photographer took credit for it, which I understand copyright stays with the lead. Yeah. I understand that. Well, depending on your second shooter agreement. Mm-hmm. However, like if I just wouldn't. I just feel like that's like really,
for a magazine.
People are going to see that credit in the magazine and think that that is the person who took the photo.
That's just like a lie.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great point. How do we feel about people who start off as wedding photographers and then they want to grow their business and they start making everything associate shooting? How do we feel about that?
Oh, I feel like, I don't know if it gets to the point where it's one of those like big box companies, like mm-hmm. I want to say any, but you guys know what I'm talking about, where they just mm-hmm. book like $400 a year and just like don't even leave their house. Like that's a little, and it's also not a good customer experience. Mm-hmm. And they don't even know, like the couple doesn't even know who's going to show up on their wedding day.
Yeah.
So I don't like that.
That's what I was going to say, is I feel like weddings are so personal. Yeah. And to have like a company that is not personal, it just, it feels wrong.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have second, not second shot. I have lead shot weddings as an associate photographer before. And I understand doing that. Like, for instance, I'm doing one in October because the lead photographer is having a baby. Like,
that makes sense.
She needs an associate shooter. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, when people set out to make a business and you're the face of that business, but you don't show up to any of those weddings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there's a person in Nashville, I'm not going to say names, but there's a person in Nashville who used to be a wedding photographer, and that's what she does now. Mm-hmm. And she's one of our biggest competitors. Mm. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I almost shot for her. She was like, hey, you want to come? And I'm like, I thought about it. This is a couple of years ago. I thought about it. But like since then, I think she said she's booking around 300 weddings a year.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah. And she's actually well overpriced what I am. And she's just sending people. And I'm like, what if this same photographer doesn't show up for their engagement shoot and they're like, I mean, this is wild.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised that couples are okay with that. Because like there was a time when, like before I started shooting my own weddings, I worked for one of those big box companies. And sometimes I would show up and they would ask me all these questions and I would be like, do they not give you any information? And they would be like, no, not really. And I'd be like, you gave them your money. You don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think because a wedding is typically like a once, maybe a twice in a lifetime event, people don't realize that it's not normal to have those not have those discussions before time,
I guess they don't know.
I feel like that's a really big part of being a wedding photographer is educating your clients.
Very true.
Yeah
It's a part of the experience for sure. At least with those companies though, they're like telling the clients ahead of time, like, this is what you're going to get, and the clients are agreeing to it. Like,
that's true.
I know I've told you stories of like people that I have worked for as a second shooter when I was first starting doing weddings, and they would like cancel on their clients the last minute and then hire me to come shoot the wedding. And I'm like, that's wild.
We had 2 of those back to back last year. Like literally we did one like on a Thursday and then we did one on a Saturday, and it's because both of them, like, their photographer was just like, deuces.
Like, what?
Yeah.
How do they stay in business?
Well, because they're so cheap. I don't know if you've looked at, like, some of the pricing, but, like, we're talking for 8 hours, they're charging, like, $2,000.
Okay.
And so,
I mean, I've seen even less than that.
Yeah. And they'll
crazy.
run specials, and they'll be like $1,500, 6 hours of photo and video. Like, and so.
How's that even profitable?
People see, well, because they don't pay their people very much. And so
true.
people don't know that that's like.
That's true.
If that's the one thing I can like drive home is don't hire big box studios for your wedding.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating that those have become a thing at all. Like, I feel like it should all just be, like, boutique. I feel like the wedding industry should just be, like, boutique companies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, local. I don't know. It's just frustrating that everything gets ruined by greed.
Yeah.
Truly.
Like,
welcome to the capitalist society,
Yeah.
friends.
love it.
Yeah. But, okay, so that being said, so they charge less.
True.
We charge more. Back to the pricing why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like you get what you pay for.
We are
You
not
can't-
going to cancel on you 24 hours before your wedding day.
Yes, and it's going to be like quality work that you can trust.
Yeah.
You know, people book like an $800 wedding photographer and they're like posting on Facebook, oh, I hated my wedding photos. And it's like, well, you paid $5 for them, so I don't really know what you expected.
Yeah.
Or like someone's uncle with a camera comes and does it. And it's like, okay. Well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like another important thing is you need to see a full wedding gallery, several full wedding galleries.
At least 3, I think.
Yeah. I mean, and any wedding photographer is going to be like, yeah, absolutely. Here's the link. Like,
Yeah. I won't even go as far as to say like ask for a gallery that's like the same time of year as when you're getting married,
yes.
or like if you're getting married inside, like get photos inside or outside or whatever.
That's really smart.
That's
Or like the
when
same
people
venue
like
or something.
inquire with me, I have them put their venue down, and so the galleries that I send them are all venues that are similar to that venue or that
that's so
venue
smart.
itself.
Yeah.
Because but story time. The reason why I tell people to look at full galleries, I hired a friend. So I went to art school. I hired a friend that also got their BGA in photography.
Nice.
To shoot our wedding. And they're a fashion photographer. And their stuff is great. I just really like this person. I was like, we're going to vibe well at the wedding. I paid thousands. I got one usable image because this person is a fashion photographer.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's been in Vogue. Like, he's phenomenal.
That's crazy.
But we got, I mean, I don't want to say just one. We got one great image and we got a lot of mediocre images.
Sure,
But it's because it's a different skill set.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, not all photography is made equal.
Very true, very true.
And check galleries.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
As many as they'll let you see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Instagram is not reliable.
It's not a gallery.
No, because I think anybody's capable throughout a wedding day of getting at least one
Yeah.
gorgeous image.
Yeah.
Like your wedding.
Yeah. One.
That's
One.
insane.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Okay. So with pricing and not charging an arm and a leg, your where y'all are at. I'm at like the cusp between the middle and luxury. I don't want to shoot luxury weddings though. I have found that I like the chiller ones.
Yes.
But because I'm at that cusp, it's a different level of expectation.
Sure.
So do y'all ever want to get to that point, the luxury point, or do you like staying more like mid-level?
I probably like the mid-level.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm happy with where I'm at. I also think I'm in a unique position because I do wedding photography and I'm also a therapist. So like,
Oh wow.
it
Okay.
would not be sustainable for me to do luxury weddings.
that'd
And
be
like, I
crazy.
know that about myself. I'm like, I do my like 6 to 12 like a
Yes.
year, and then second
That's
shoot
still a
and
good
like do
amount.
engagement shoots on the side and stuff. And then like, that's my cap, because any more than that, I would be so burnt out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Yeah, no.
You would need to therapize yourself.
Yeah.
for that.
How,
Yeah.
So you said you're 6 to 12 a year.
Yeah.
How many do you shoot a year?
Not a ton. I think, like, I do mostly like second shooting or like
Or elopements?
these elopements with that company. But I feel like this year I've only had like 3.
This year has been
Like,
less for me as well
I
than
feel
usual.
like, I don't know. I mean, I've never really even had like that many. I've mostly shot for other people, which is fine. And so I've gotten experience. I would like to shoot more of my own weddings. But that's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
But I had one last year and they ended up rescheduling an entire year later. So they booked with me, like, it's this November. That's
Yeah.
when your second shooting. And like, they booked me like last spring. And it was been like a whole thing. So anyway, I was supposed to be last year, but that's this year. So I've had like 3 this year.
That was my entire life 2020 and 2021.
Oh yes. Yeah. See, I wasn't even shooting at that point, so I can't imagine what it was like during COVID.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But I will say, because I have friends that like they're shooters in New York and LA, they were a lot more locked down than Nashville was.
Yeah.
And our busy season, it's
another conversation.
In the fall. So we were kind of over the like crazy part of COVID. So I stayed booked.
Nice.
In 2020.
Mm-hmm. I had 2 weddings in 2020, but I was living in Florida at the time, which is not any better than Tennessee. So
it's a little different when you live in a place that's like, yeah, you can actually get outside and do things. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned art school earlier.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Like, would you recommend art school to photographers?
I recommend learning from someone for photographers. I think if you go to school, you should go to school for marketing, go to school for business, graphic design, anything but photography.
I went to film school and I minored in photography, so I do kind of agree. But it was also fun.
I loved it. And I will say, like, I would not have a career right now if it weren't for art school. Like, the woman that was my wedding photography professor, like that was a class I had to take.
Wow.
She was my professor, and she hired me right after I took that class with her. And that's who I color corrected for years.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then, like, I had to do commercial work as well, and all of that. It's because my architecture professor was like, hey, you would be a great assistant for this shooter. And so I only have a career because of art school. I don't think it's necessary.
I would agree. I feel like you learn more like just doing it.
I learned way more from working with photographers that have been doing it longer than me. And it's like so much faster, and you get paid for it. You're not paying to learn. You get paid to learn. Which is real nice. But no, I don't think it's necessary.
I think that's a good point, though, of like how much of the industry is like who you know. Like you were able to get a like head start on your business because of those people that you learned from.
100%.
Yeah,
because I'm in year 10 of my business. This is the first year I've ever paid for marketing. I've never marketed.
That's incredible.
Ever.
Yeah.
I networked.
Wow.
And so we were all word of mouth or like through planners for the first 10 years. And now I'm like, I want to make more money. So we're gonna actually market now. Yeah. I have a friend who is much further along in her business than I am. And she looked at me and she said, if you want to book more weddings, you need to post more on social. I said it earlier, I'm not a social girly. Yeah. Vic, you're doing great. Like,
she really is.
You're crushing this.
I have like 1,000 followers on TikTok. That's
okay, but that's great.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Also, that's enough to start monetizing.
That's true. I can monetize now, but I saw you have to like do like these little challenges, and you have to get a certain amount of likes to like actually get the money.
Oh, that's
so
interesting.
And if you want to like monetize an actual video, it has to be like over a minute.
Yeah.
So there's like a lot more to it. I thought it would be easier,
but alas,
you have to actually try.
Yeah.
But even if you don't monetize it right now, just the fact that you're gaining that following and people are seeing your face,
it is fun. I definitely feel cringe doing it. But
I definitely feel like it would be cringe if I did it. I did buy the Meta Ray-Bans thinking that I was like gonna be a content creator.
Yes.
No.
Short-lived.
Yeah. They're real great for they're real great for like behind the scenes stuff. It is. Yeah. It's wonderful. But I'm like, when am I gonna post this?
What are your guys' thoughts on AI editing? I feel like I'm gonna answer right now actually. So I actually use Aftershoot, which I don't know if that's controversial or not, but I do like it. It saves me a ton of time. And I can like walk my dog while it's editing.
Yeah.
But I still hand cull everything. And I like go and make adjustments. So it's not like I run it through and then send it without looking at it. But it is a huge time saver. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
For sure. I use Narrative Select for the culling process.
Okay.
I don't use any like AI for the actual editing other than like whatever's available on Lightroom and Photoshop and stuff like that, which definitely is helpful. But yeah, AI definitely is a controversial topic right now for sure.
It is. Well, how do you feel the culling is? Like, do you have to go back and like check it?
I do check it, just because their version of like a perfect photo or like the best photo in the batch is not always my personal preference. But it is nice, like it'll zoom in on everybody's face in a group shot and like pick out the one where everyone's eyes are open.
Oh, that's so nice.
And like for family photos and stuff, I mean, that is just a game changer. Like,
I bet.
Yeah, so that part is really nice.
Yeah, I do a similar thing. I let the thing cull it. I use Imagine AI or Imagen. I don't know.
I don't even know.
I do the same thing where I go back through and because it like clumps the photos together. But like these are all the same. So and then I go through and I'm like, no, I actually like this one better. Like,
okay.
So I still I use that, but with the editing, it took me like 6 months to train an AI profile to edit.
Oh, wow.
Really similarly to me. If I have a shoot that's just on a cyc wall and the light's not changing, I can let it just do it. It just,
that's so
I'll
nice.
let it do it. But if it's something like a wedding, I'll run it through and then I'll still take, an hour, 2 hours to go through and like fix things the way I like it. Cause I also hate it. I hate when people like warp images and sometimes it warps things to like straighten it. And I'm like, no. And I have to like go back because I'm like really particular about lines.
Yeah. And I think also too, because it's not my only job, it is kind of a creative outlet for me in a lot of ways. And so I like being a part of that process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's why I like to second shoot. I feel like I can be creative.
Yeah.
When I second shoot.
Way less pressure.
Also, hot take, all photographers should become notaries.
Ooh.
So that you can, it's really easy to become a notary. Just get your notary license so that you can do people's weddings for them. They don't have to have, you can hire somebody to come and stand in the middle of them and talk if you want to. But most couples are like, let's just go out into the woods. We sign paperwork and like,
that's so cute.
Yeah. So highly recommend. It'll bring a lot of business to your business.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys are like the dream team, like photo, video, officiant.
We just really like to work for ourselves and not other people. So
no, that's awesome.
That's all that is.
Yeah, I don't know if I could ever go like get an office job after working for myself for 3 years. I think I could do it.
Yeah.
One of the people that I consider like my mentors, I worked for him for like 8 years, and he said, I've ruined you. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you can't ever get a normal job. And he was so right. He said that to me like 8 years ago. Like,
You're like,
and he was spot on.
Yeah.
Because he wants to do that. Lame.
Yeah.
Spreadsheets. No, thank you.
Yeah. Hard pass. I mean, I say that at the same time, if I like was approached by some brand that I like loved,
That would be cool.
I would call my brides and be like, I will find you another shooter by. Like,
but like still photography.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That'd be so cool to work for a brand.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Of course.
So, did y'all get into into photography to be wedding photographers, or did you want to be something else?
Oh, good question.
No, I actually started as a concert photographer because I went to Belmont for like film school, whatever. And I had friends, actually, you know them from Tampa, who have a band. And so I would like shoot their house shows on the weekends. And I was like, this is kind of fun. And then I actually have gone on tour, which was really cool. But this was all like pre-2020. And then after 2020, I was like, traveling is like a whole thing. I'm getting like old. And so
I'm the oldest person at this table.
I was like 22 when I was like on the road. So I was like, that's easy. But now I'm 28, so my bones hurt.
It's not that you're getting old; it's that you have Ophelia now. Her dog,
Ophelia. Yes,
you can't leave her.
I can't leave her.
Oh, see, I find excuses to pawn my furry dogs off, furry babies off on my parents. I'm like, hey, it's a wedding. Here you go.
But it's kind of funny because actually the reason, so basically I was working with this band and the guitar player was getting married and he was like, hey, would you shoot my wedding? And I was like, I've never shot a wedding before, but okay. And so I did. The photos are like not good. I feel kind of bad. But anyway, so that's how I shot my first wedding. And I was like, okay, this is kind of fun, even though the photos were not good. But
I think we could all look back on our first wedding and be like,
dude,
I would do some things differently.
Horrible.
yes.
Horrible.
And like
it's
I had
so
at
bad.
least second shot at that point. Like, so it's not like I had like zero experience.
Oh, I had
but
none.
Still, it's like so difficult.
Do y'all ever go back and look at
Sometimes.
Like sometimes, but then I feel bad, so then I have to stop.
Like, I'm gonna push that away into the dark abyss.
Just like that didn't happen.
Yeah. I do that because I feel like I'm like, oh, I'm stagnant. All my stuff is looking the same. And then I go back to like 3 years ago, and then I'll go back to like 8 years ago, and I'm like, holy shit, I gave somebody paid me for that. Like, this is wild.
But I do find it helpful sometimes to like go back and be like, okay, this is painful, but what can I do better? Like, what worked, what didn't work? Like, I don't know. It's a good way to just like learn from your past.
Yeah.
I guess.
What about, did you want to be a wedding shooter?
I never intended to be a photographer.
Does anyone
in general
stumble into it?
Yeah. I was in a sorority in college, and I took a photography class in high school, and like had a camera and was just like kind of doing it as a hobby. And then one of my friends in college was like, will you take my grad photos? And I was like, sure. And then it just like spread like word of mouth because
it's amazing
of the group that I was a part of.
I feel like that's
friends
a
of
good
friends and stuff.
way to start, because then you just like got really good at like portraits.
Grad photos are so fun because a lot of times it's like someone's first experience with professional photos.
Oh my gosh.
I will recommend you for all of them.
Oh my gosh, please. I think they're so sweet. So yeah, I started doing that, and then when I moved back home to Tampa after college, I was like, maybe I'll look into doing things other than, because then at that point, like, people that had booked me for graduation shoots were starting to get like engaged or wanting like couples photos or things like that. So I would take those, and then I was like, maybe I should second shoot a wedding. That would be fun. Extra money. Like, I just graduated college.
That's awesome.
The rest is history. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We went to middle school together. In Tampa.
Oh, what up? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you that, but yeah.
That's really funny.
So funny.
Okay.
So day one.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah. Wait, did you say how you got into wedding photography? I'm sorry.
Oh,
I forgot.
yeah, no. I
wanna know,
I started off my college career studying politics. I wanted to be a war journalist, war photographer.
Wow.
I have a pre-disqualifier, so I couldn't join the military. So when I went to art school, I just wanted to make as money as fast as I could, and I got hired by my wedding photography professor. And that's how weddings, because I was like, I'm gonna go work for Nat Geo, and like,
I feel like we all have that at some point.
like what? That's not. I will say I have had work published by Nat Geo, but I have not worked for them. Cool. That is a dream. I'm manifesting that.
Yeah. Hi, Nat Geo.
You're like, hey, shout out.
Yeah, no. So it kind of just fell into my hands, and now at this point, like, my degree's in photography. This is all I could do. Like, this is my skill set.
Yeah.
And so I'm here. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if this stays the main business forever.
Yeah. That was going to be my next question, because, like, I don't know about y'all, but after a wedding day, I'm like, my body is shot.
Yes,
like
2
and
days.
I feel like we're still young, all of us, you know? And so I'm like, how do people do this for,
they
like,
don't.
That's why you don't see, like,
50-year-old
50-year-old wedding photographers.
Yeah.
Because that's just
so then, like, what's the long-term goal here?
I don't know. I feel like we've kind of talked about this. I would like to get into like branding and like working with like
that would be cool.
Corporate photography, like branding, working with like businesses.
Yeah. There's a lot of money in that too.
Yeah. And I feel like it's less, Like, I do like weddings, but I feel like there's just a lot of emotions involved. Like, someone's
a lot of pressure.
Aunt or something is like in your ear telling you like what to do, and you're like, okay.
Gotta make sure you keep like the divorced people separated. And
oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. My elopement tomorrow, they're like, please don't put the mom and the dad in the same photo. And I'm like, you got it.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think wedding photography is a lifelong career. I don't think it is. There are a few people. There's like the Sal Sincatas of the world. What is that guy's name that's in Australia? Josh. It starts with an H. I can't remember. But anyways, he's fantastic. He's going to make this his thing forever.
Is he the one who's like the least professional wedding photographer?
Yes, and he wears like shorts and a t-shirt.
Oh my gosh.
And he's fantastic. But the culture there is different. It allows for that. But he loves it, and I've heard him say like this is what he's going to do until the day he dies. Like,
that's amazing.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I don't think it is that for most people. I think this is a young person's game.
I agree.
As somebody who's in their 30s, I'm going to tell you it gets worse as you get older. I don't plan. If I'm doing this in 2030, I'm going to be really mad.
Yeah, fair.
We're already kind of talking about like slowing down and changing things. I think it'll go away sooner rather than later. We are off, like doing an offshoot to our brand, and this line is going to be called Relics, and we're going to start doing end of life photography. Like obituary photos. We're also going to take like our video stuff in there and like interview the people so that their loved ones have their voice when they
that's amazing,
like after they're gone. So we actually have our first one coming up Saturday.
So how do you like find these people?
I feel like that's very niche. I haven't heard a lot about that.
Very much word of mouth. This one lady, the lady that I'm working with on Saturday literally posted, and she was like, my father's dying of Alzheimer's, and we really want somebody to come in and take photos of us and I'm like, hey girl, I'll do more than that for you. So yeah, but that's kind of because weddings truly are that. I think that's also pause. If you like weddings forever and you want to do weddings forever, I think micro weddings and elopements are very different than big weddings, and you can make a career out of that lasts a little bit longer. They're not as hard as on your body. They're not as time consuming.
I feel like elopements are great because it's like
because you like 4 of them in a day.
It's chill,
and you're like hanging out.
Couples are a lot more calm.
There's not as many moving pieces, and I also feel like they're prettier because you can like you're not with the couple for just 20 minutes.
I think location is really important for that. Like what you're saying earlier about living near Fall Creek Falls, like I think people who live in environments like that definitely have an advantage in that elopement market.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Okay, we just got back from Denver. The way my job would be so easy if I had mountains to put right behind people. I'm like, they have no idea.
Yes.
Utah.
When you live in a place like this. I want them to
come shoot a barn wedding and see how that goes.
Yes. You can take a what we would call a mediocre photographer from Tennessee and put them in Colorado or at the Salt Flats in Utah.
Stunning.
And they're going to do great. You take the people that are used to that pretty stuff, and they have to make this stuff look pretty.
Bring them to the middle of nowhere, Nashville.
Yellow greens of Nashville. Oh my gosh.
Hot take. Try me.
No, that's so true.
Well, let's have a shootout.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you see yourself doing this long term?
I don't think so, but I also don't know what my alternative would be, because like weddings have been what I really enjoy now, and I still do enjoy like the grads and engagement shoots and things like that, but I don't think I really see myself getting into anything like corporate photography or like other types of events.
Okay,
so I guess we'll just have to kind of see how it goes.
It might be one of those things where like an opportunity presents itself that you don't even know.
I think it is one of those things that like naturally develops over time.
Hot take. Children should never be at weddings.
Wait,
ever.
Yes. Yeah. Because, one time I shot a wedding, and there was a kid running around during the ceremony. He ran in front of the couple during the first kiss, and I was like,
I had a flower girl vomit on the dress.
No.
In the middle of the ceremony.
Like, why? That's
insane.
just not a space for children. Like, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, and I also feel bad being like a person that doesn't have kids. I might,
Sure.
if I had my own mate, maybe I would feel, but like, no.
But still.
Yeah.
Hard
just,
pass.
like, get in the way.
Yeah. I mean, I know for sure, at least in my own wedding in the future, I don't want kids there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, and that comes from someone who, like, I work with kids in my therapy job, so like I love kids, but yeah, no,
not a space for them.
Yeah, I also feel like depending on, and everybody's business is different, and your client, like, we have different clients, our clients have different needs, but like my clients are typically partiers,
Nice,
because that's our vibe.
Yeah.
And so to have people like drunk, like I've had like grooms do strip teases and stuff, like that is not a place for children.
Yeah.
Like
I don't need
read
to see
the room.
that.
Yeah. That
Speaking
was
of
fun.
like receptions, I feel like I've never, all the weddings I've shot, I feel like the receptions have been so like kind of lame.
Oh no,
Like
you got to vet your clients.
And I feel like, and I feel bad. I hope none of them see this. Not your wedding.
Not you specifically,
but I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like after 10 minutes, like everyone's just sitting down and I'm there for like 3 more hours. I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
Okay, so hot take. Photographers, this is something that I do. Learn all of the line dancing songs.
Oh, I can't.
Because if nobody's on the dance floor, I will literally go up to the DJ and be like, do the wobble, do the what, and I will be on the floor. And especially if it's me and my husband, if he's second shooting that day or if he's doing video, whatever it is, we get out, we will start it.
Yeah.
And then people will join it. And sometimes we have to keep the party going because I'm not going to sit there for 4 hours while your friends just sit at tables and eat junk food. Like it's not cute.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to be if you want party photos, sometimes you have to be the party.
Okay.
But I also feel like, I don't know where y'all are at on your businesses and how you like vet your clients. We don't take everybody because if you are going to be a stick in the mud, I'm not shooting. I'm not it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not at a point where I can say no.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I would like to, but there are some.
You're
times...
not far from that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're not far from that.
I just feel like I have to just say yes to whatever comes my way at this point because I need money.
I mean, yeah, fair. I think I've been lucky to where a lot of the couples that hire me, I think, can read my vibe based on like my website and Instagram and just like our conversations and stuff. So they can kind of see if we're gonna be a good fit. None of them have been horrible.
Okay, that's good.
So that's good.
That is good. That's a relief.
Oh,
yeah.
I have had a horrible one.
Oh gosh.
Let's hear it. Is it the one I'm thinking about?
Do you really want me to tell?
What is it? The one I'm thinking about?
Yeah. Do you want me?
Yes.
To? Okay.
If you're comfortable. If you're comfortable. Sharing.
I'm not going to say names.
That's okay.
Because there might be lawyers involved. But we hot take. Okay, to start this off, hot take. If you or your family are racist, homophobic, whatever it is, do not hire vendors that are openly gay or of another race where you know that they're going to be mistreated at your wedding.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm saying this as a white woman that's married to a black man who shoots weddings with me. You can't see him. He's off camera, but he's here. Don't do it. We had a couple, and we really did this wedding because their planner, she gives us a lot of business. She's a great friend of ours. Love her dearly. She came to us weeks before this wedding and said, nobody will work with these people. Please save me.
Red flag right there.
And I was like, okay. And it was only a couple weeks away. We weren't doing anything that day. We took it. We went to do a walkthrough because it was at a mansion, like on the lake.
And they wanted a discount, and they live in a mansion?
They wanted a discount, and they had a mansion on the lake. Anyways, because this was their private home where this wedding was. But we get there, and there are Confederate flags everywhere. And it's me, my husband, and their planner walking through this house. And she like points this flag out, and she's like, the biggest one. They're everywhere, but the biggest one. And she's like, they were everywhere. That's like on wild. The walls. There was also like pornographic images of women on the walls. It was awful. And we go outside, and there's this massive Confederate flag that was probably the size of a boat, and she was like, I promise we're not racist, and like crickets. It was and I'm just like, this is why. But like that whole day, like it was awful. Don't do favors for people who you know are gonna be jerks.
That's just
I do want to point out, when we got done with that walkthrough, I looked at my husband and said, we do not have to take this job. And he was like, their money's green. And I was like, okay. So I just want to say, like, I gave him the opportunity to veto.
Yeah.
But
that's funny.
Yeah, there was a lot of other stuff with that couple that we don't have to go into. But that specifically, hot take, like we run into that a lot.
And like unacceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's also one thing, like we had this beautiful wedding in May, lovely couple. Had a great time. It was a gorgeous wedding. Mm-hmm. The grandmother was like crazy and like kept shrieking away from my husband. Like, oh my gosh, like the black guy's here. Like, I mean, it's so like, hot take: do not hire somebody that your family's going to be an asshole to.
That's
Thanks.
Just like, don't be racist.
Were you just actively trying to like not get any of the flags in the photos? Like, because I would be in like.
Wait, you should have photoshopped them into like pride flags or something.
Can you imagine?
Oh, yikes! No, I actually. What's funny? I did not, but that was the quickest turnaround I've ever had for a wedding. I think I gave all of their images back within like 10 days because I just couldn't. I was like, I've got to be done.
Did you do a video too?
They also,
Oh my god.
They also had video.
And they only complained about his video, not your photos. Is that right?
Yeah.
I feel like I said that. Like, interesting.
Yeah, said nothing about. Yeah, but there was a lot. There's a lot more to that story. But
we can have a whole episode on that.
Yeah, we could. Slick. What else? Anybody else have some hot takes?
I guess in that same vein, if you're a vendor, also don't be racist or homophobic.
Yes.
Or a venue.
Yeah.
Or just don't. If you're going to be an asshole to a couple, well, okay, here's the thing. I think, here we go. I think that everybody has the right to their opinion. However,
it's a big
your
however.
Opinion, this is a big however.
Yeah.
If your opinion makes you a misogynist, a homophobe, a racist, or whatever, do not make money off those people. Mm-mm. Do not take their money. And also do not be nice to their faces. Yeah. Like, if you're going to be racist with your whole chest. If you're going to be homophobic, be homophobic with your whole chest. Do not take these people's money, be nice to them to their face, and then be like, oh, they should be able to get married. Like, screw you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you are a second shooter hired to, be at an event, keep your mouth shut. Do not. I told you about that second shooter who was like kind of homophobic at that wedding that I went to in Texas.
The way I would have dismissed them. I would have been like, bye.
I was like, literally get out of here. Like, if you say one negative thing about one negative thing at all, let alone homophobic, but if you say one negative thing at all at a wedding that you are hired to be at, is crazy.
Aka, excuse me, hold on. What? I'm sorry. A second shooter?
Yes.
Is this you hired them locally, right?
This is another bad experience of hiring someone that I didn't know, but it was a wedding in Texas, and I tried to get someone that I knew, and then she wasn't available, so she was like, here are some people that I recommend, and then I reached out to someone on that list, and then that person was like, I'm not available, here's this other person, and that's who I hired.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait, what did they like say again?
Oh my god, it was wild. There was just like, you know how sometimes brides and grooms in like their bridal party, they'll have like a guy on the girl's side or whatever, like vice versa. She like said something about that and like
that's so
called
weird.
them a lesbian, and I was like, okay, we need to not
like in a derogatory way. Oh no.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Also, our lovely friends who are, LGBTQIA plus allies, all the things. Please put gay couples on your website and put them don't make people scroll to the bottom of your webpage to see them.
Yeah.
People knowing that you are a safe space is a part of your brand, and it's a part of how you're going to get people in the door.
Yeah.
So if you are one of those people, do not be afraid to like make it very obvious that you are a safe space.
And I feel like that helps vet out like the bad couples too. Because if they're like, if they see like mixed race couples or gay couples, they might be like, they might go somewhere else, which is good.
That could be part of the reason why I've like been okay so far as couples and stuff, because I do like advertise that in my Instagram bio, and
oh, that's awesome.
I'm pretty open about that. So
that is good. You get like actual cool people.
Yeah,
not these freaks out here.
That's vet your client.
Yeah.
Vet your clients.
Definitely.
Okay, so brides, grooms, whoever, getting upset about rain on your wedding day. You are wrong. Calm down. I understand you not wanting it to rain on your wedding day. However, those photos hit, dude, every time.
Yes.
They are stunners. They are gorgeous. Professional camera gear typically is weather locked. Photographers, if you don't have one, Think Tank creates a sleeve so you can put it over your camera and still shoot, and that way you can be out shooting in the rain and it's not going to hurt anything. Those photos are always, like, to this day, every rainy wedding I've had is stunning.
Yes.
Like, obsessed. So that's a part of your day. This is wedding photography. We're supposed to be documenting one of the most important days of your life. Let us document it the way that it is. We don't have to go inside and make everything look sunny and beautiful and happy if it's a rainy day.
Yeah.
Yes. And I feel like we kind of talked about that earlier with like Instagram stuff, but the day is like not about the photos. Like the photos are about the day.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like there's so many orchestrated moments that are just not. What are your thoughts?
Iffy. I'm iffy on that. Because I have some brides and that they're like, hey, or like they're secretly already married. This happened a lot, like those 2021 brides where everybody was actually on paper already married. And then they just had their big wedding once, COVID went by.
Yeah.
So, well, it didn't go by. Anyways, I digress. So, but that being said, so I've had people tell me like photos are the only thing I care about the entire day.
Okay.
So if that's the case, I typically do make it feel more photo shooty.
Yeah. That's okay. If that's what they want.
If that's what they want.
Yeah.
But if they don't ask for that, photographers, you are not the most important people there.
Yeah.
I've definitely had like a few times, unfortunately, where the groom is like being a little sourpuss and he's like annoyed about all the photos. So another hot take, if you asked her to marry you, so this is your idea. I don't know why you're being a drag about it.
Yeah.
But I just hate seeing when grooms are like, oh, more photos or blah, blah, blah. Like, have you guys ever had that? A groom being...
Oh. The racist wedding, that one... I tried to pose them for one image and he said, I think we're done with photos, and just refused to take anymore.
Wait, how old were they? Weren't they like super old?
Oh, yes.
You're like, why did you hire me?
The groom was 65. So the bride was 55. So hot take, I'm never shooting another boomer wedding.
No.
I won't do it. Now, boomer elopements are completely different. I have had a lot of older couples at and they're great because it's chill. But like weddings, absolutely not.
Completely different. Well, thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope you learned something. If you have any hot takes of your own, feel free to comment. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this content. New videos every Friday. You can follow me on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. All of those things are linked in my bio on YouTube. So just go to my channel while you're subscribing, and have a great day.